A very important, relevant topic we are studying in Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, 56th Sarga. Even one departs and the people behind left behind, when they do various dharma karma, punya karma, upasana karma on the name of the departed, will they reach him or not? These all are called the Sanatana Dharma Jnana. And this is the Jnana which tells how the universe or the world is operational by the Ishvara. Okay. Beyond this is the Brahman in whom there is nothing other than it. But at the lower level of being a jiva and doing the karma and getting the result at that level. So this is how the world works. But this knowledge always was taught as priority in good olden days. Keeping that in mind, people were only doing two things. Sadharma karma punya karma and then adhyatmik sadhana paramatma prapti. Therefore, there were no problems to them because of themselves. There are no problems to them because of others. There were no problems to the others because of them. Everything was so smooth. We are missing this knowledge. On the name of knowledge, we are given more and more ignorance only. There is no discussion at all happening about what happens as a result of these karmas beyond after leaving this sharir and all. बस जो है वो तो बाद में देखा जाएगा फिलहाल तो मौजा करो in that type of wrong convictions and terrible detrimental arrogances we are living. You and I, let us save ourselves. Be serious, sincere in studying such shastras, equally serious and sincere in living the life according to that. एक बात जिंदगी में याद रखें, अपने आप को बचाओ, अपने आप को संवारो, अपने आप का उन्नति या प्रगति को देखो. Save yourself, manage yourself, evolve yourself. The rest will be okay. When the world is around, we know what duties we have to do towards that world. No more any anxiety, tensions about anything which is not in our control, not our duty. But which is our duty, which we have to do, let us mind it. The minding is knowing this knowledge and living accordingly. With that, Vaashishtha will say now. Today, we will see that portion. Few shlokas will study. Start. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परमसुखदम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म ब्रह्मानंदम परमसुख परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः. श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण ऋषिभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः येषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मान् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्र योपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तदा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्मरन्ति सीकरा यस्मादानन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरविगलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओं श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीवसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्रीयोगवासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृतिमोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने मरण शयनानंतर व्यवस्था वर्णनं नाम षट्पञ्चाशत्तमः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Lots of beautiful topics going on, expounded for us either by Mother Saraswati through Leela or by Vaashishtha ji through Sri Rama. The khajana of the wisdom knowledge. Bas, we have to slowly, by studying or listening and studying with Shraddha, increasing our abilities and capacities, should be able to one side grasp it, other side get convinced about it, third side starting living up to it. There we are doubtlessly or long reach to our true destination of liberation. Otherwise, millions of lives it will take, and in those taken millions of lives, we are bound only. 1 करोड़ जन्म बट बंधन में ही है। बस 1-2 जन्म में साधना से मोक्ष। हम सोच लो। राइट। श्री रामा's प्रश्न is what? किम नारायण वासुदेव 2 श्लोका श्री राम उवाच 40th onwards देश कालादिना ब्रह्मन् वासना समुदेति चेत। नहीं, no. Before that, very important question. Sri Rama question is धर्मो नास्ति मम इति एव यः प्रेतो वासनान्वितः तस्य चेत् सुहृदा भूरि धर्मः कृत्वा समर्पितः तत्तदात्र स किं धर्मः नष्टः स्यात् उत वा न वा सत्यार्था वाप्यसत्यार्था भावना किं बलाधिका। देखो, धर्म नास्ति मम इति एव यः प्रेतः वासनान्वितः. So pretah, somebody died. While dying, he has got these samskaras, vasanas, thoughts in him. What are they? Dharma nasti mama. I have never done any dharma. Naturally, he has never done, therefore he has got that thought after death. मैंने कुछ अच्छा काम किया ही नहीं. He तो died, but he has got suhrudu, the well-wishers, like his own children, etc. Tasya chet suhrudaha bhuri dharma krutva samarpita. So the Suhrudas, the left behind people, have done lots of dharma on him's name and offered to him. This is the condition. Having put that condition, now Rama's question. Ki tat tada atra sakim dharma nashtah syat. Is that dharma done and offered by the people behind? Is it wasted? Utava nava, or it is not wasted? Satyartha vapi asatyartha. है ना? Is that giving the result to the departed one or not? Then bhavana kim baladika? What about his own bhavana? I have never done any of the dharma because he has not done it. So the two portions here. He has never done dharma, he knows that, therefore he says, I have not done dharma. And the people have done lots of dharma on his name and offered to him. है ना? Will it reach him or not? In both the cases, there is some problem. In the first case, if whatever dharma done by others and offered to him reaches to him, then what about his own dharma nasti bhavana? Isn't it? If doesn't reach, then what's the use of all these people doing dharma on his name? Isn't it? This is the question. Answer also we discussed yesterday to prepare our minds. Same thing we said we'll study today. Here we are studying. Yesterday the answer was given. Very powerful, very essential it was. Same thing we are studying it in the text. Sri Vaashishtha Uvacha. Sri Vaashishtha ji is answering to this question for all of our sake. In both cases, when I die, people behind me, if they do punya to me, will it reach me or not? Or I am doing punya here on name of the departed ones, like my parents or anybody. We must know no, what works in this world. Sri Vasishta Uvacha. The Vasishta ji answers, Desha Kala Kriya Dravya Sampatyo Deti Bhavana Yatra Esha Abhyudita Sa Syat Sadvayoradhiko Jai. This is the principle. Very important, very crucial, very subtle, very detailed. Be conscious to catch and try and see how much you can catch. One, first of all, Udeti Bhavana. Udeti Bhavana is the true Bhavana with all the power gets born in the person who is doing the Dharma Karya for the sake of departed. Okay, this Bhavanas arising and the power of that Bhavana, both depend on what? We just asked a question. The answer is Desha Kala Kriya Dravya Sampatya. Sampada means richness, fullness. Richness and fullness of what? Desha. Of what? Kala. About Kriya and Dravya. And who tells about the richness of Desha Kala Kriya Dravya? That the Shastras. Therefore, Vedokta Shastrokta Desha, Vedokta Shastrokta Kala, with the Vedokta Shastrokta Dravya, and in the Vedokta Shastrokta Vidhana, if that person who is left behind is doing the Kriyas on the name of the departed one, then his doings will carry that powerful bhavana in him. Means in that person's bhavana will be stronger and effective and influential. So I am, let us say, my example. For the sake of my departed mother, father, let us say, I want to do something. So that whatever I want to do, it should not be careless. It should not be neglected. It should not be without that wholeheartedness or licentiously. Then how it should be? It should be as per Shastra. So the Shastra has clearly told us. We have to study. You need not study. Already studied Panditjis are there. You consult them, they'll guide you. So to make my father receive whatever I want to send him or mother, both of them, I must be guided by the Panditji or Shastra. Ki which Desha Pavitra I have to do and which Kala I have to do and what are the variety of the Dravyas in their quality, quantity. Finally, in that Desha and Kala with those Dravyas, exactly in what way the Kriyas have to be done by which they will reach to the departed ones. ऐसा ही करने से उदेति bhavana in me, that powerful bhavana will happen which will make these offerings reach my father. So one thing is it reaches him. Second is it reaches him. The quality of reaching etc. depend on the quality of my doing, and my quality depends on how perfectly I am doing it exactly as told by the Shastra, the Vedas. And in that the four aspects, which Desha, which Kala, which Dravya, which Kriya. ये कहीं भी मत करो, उसके लिए प्रॉपर प्लेस होता है. उसका एनी टाइम आई विल डू, नो नो नो, वो अपराह्न में करने का होता है पिंड प्रदान इत्यादि, नॉट बिफोर दैट आफ्टरनून टाइम. उसमें लॉट ऑफ द्रव्य, which द्रव्य you use specified there all. So to the kriya, how it has to be done. So desha kala kriya dravya sampatya. Sampatya means in following all these things exactly as told by the Vedas in the best manner. Veda means Shastra. Then Bhavana Udeti. First point. Second continues, Yatra Esha Abhidita. And in whichever the case, in whichever the person's doing, that type of bhavana created. So, Yatra Esha Bhavana Abhidita Sa Syat, that will go and reach. Sadvayoho Adhiko and Jayi. And among these two, one, the departed one's thoughts that I have never done dharma, and the one who is offering, he has done with the extensive preparation and with perfect shraddha. दोनों में whichever is adhika, that becomes jayi. So if he has not at all done with any bhavana, and the one who departed, he also says, I have not any dharma done, it will never reach. But he has done with so much of shraddha bhakti that the power of it is more. Then the bhavana of that departed, it will reach him. And that is why, an example, in India, even with the Kali Yuga, there are thousands and thousands of families, especially Brahmanas, where to the departed from once, from last 30, 40 years also, the children do the Pinda Pradhana Shastra. Among those doing people, the many of them again, at that day with so much dedication they do. And naturally, as per this saying in Shastra, all these are reaching their departed parents wherever they are, and they must be luxuriously enjoying. उनको पता नहीं कहाँ से आ रहा है, उनके पुत्रों ने किया. Highest ideal thing I am saying. In the second case, people are doing good way, but in between they are missing. मतलब एक साल अच्छा किए, एक साल अच्छा नहीं किए. Accordingly, only the departed one for whom they are sending they reach. The third type of people who do every time but very mechanically, without all dravya, etc. proper. Then to them, meagerly, little only reaches. And naturally, those who never do only, बेचारे उनको मिलता नहीं. That is what we have to catch. Yatra esha abhyudita sasyat. And then second question, sadvayoho adhiko jayi. Among these two, whichever is powerful, that becomes Vijayavan. So therefore, the two things you have to understand. Whether when I die, others are there to offer or not, I must live a noble life. Point one. Two, from my side, if I am doing it for the important one, let me do it to the best of the abilities and resources and attitudes so that definitely it reaches. This is one now. Second point. Not only he has not done dharma, if he has done lot of papa also, that's the next question. Then dharma dhatuhu pravritta chet vasanat tattaya kramat apuryate pretamatir na chet pretadhya ashubha. Before that, one thought, two thoughts are said in this shloka. First, dharma dhatu pravritta chet vasana. The one who is doing the dharma and offering to the Father, in him, if this baliya bhavana and vasana is generated by practically doing as prescribed, tattaya kramat pretamati apuryate. The departed one's mind suddenly gets transformed from the thought that I have not done any dharma to the thought that I have done the dharma. How it happened suddenly? Because the bhavana of this person who is doing, no, that reaches. तो पुत्र ने पुण्य कर्म करके पिता को ऑफर किया. सो द डिफॉल्टेड पिता को लगता है कि मैंने पुण्य किया. दैट फैसिलिटी इज देयर इन द शास्त्र. एंड द टोटल थिंग बिफोर कंटिन्यूइंग आगे एक बात कहनी है कि वेदर द डिपार्टेड वंस वासनास वर्क, वेदर द वन हु इज डूइंग द धर्म कर्म फॉर द सेक ऑफ द डिपार्टेड एंड वर्क्स, दैट इज ऑल डिस्कशन सेकेंडरी. Primary is what, the only one thing, what Shastra says is authority. पहले उस बात को बुद्धि में बिठाओ. Because the Lord who created the world, He alone has created the Shastras. In that only, what is to be done and what result comes, all those things are said. शास्त्र ही प्रमाण है, नहीं तो कोई हम अपने बुद्धि से ना कोई जान सकते हैं ना कोई निर्णय ले सकते. Understood? Neither we can understand nor we can decide and do something independently. What Shastra says and only the authority. Therefore, Shastra said this desha, this kala, this dravya, this tarah kriya. And do it with sampatti. Sampatti means richly, exhaustively, properly. Then that reaches to the Father. Then about what about his bhavana? That I have never done dharma. That will be changed to I have done dharma the moment the offering is done from here. And his bhavana guides him further. Point 2. Point 3 now. In this shloka, the second point, totally point 3 is what? He preta matir nachet preta diya ashubha. If the preta's buddhi is ashubha buddhi, he has done lot of papa karma. See, there are two, these three are different things. Doing punya karma, dharma karma is different. From not doing punya karma and dharma karma is different from doing papa karma and adharma karma. तीनों अलग अलग है. So if you are not doing the good, never mind, but don't do the bad. So he has done lot of the bad. What is the position about him? That is the question tentative. Answer is nachet pretatiya ashubha. If the preta's buddhi is ashubha chet, then he can't receive this punya done. Anna? Yes, still there is an option. He can receive if again the same thing. If the punya done by the people left behind is more powerful than the quantity of the papa done by that fellow who departed, whoever he may be, that person, that jiva. That's what he said. Evam paraspara jayatu jayanti jayati atra ati viryavan. Whoever is the viryavan among these two, that jayati. Whether it is the one who is offering, if it is his is viryavan, it jayati. If the departed one's papa karma are more powerful, then that jayati. इसका असर कम से कम होगा या नहीं होगा या रिसीव नहीं करेगा. अब तुम प्रश्न पूछे उसका जवाब मैंने दी, बट मेरे तरफ से एक और जवाब है, which I have been telling you right from the beginning. Oh Rama, hope you have noticed and you are always wise to notice it. What is it? Instead of getting lost in this question, discussion, argument, why don't you understand the basic thing and stick to that? What is the basic thing to be understood and stuck to? Ki tasmat shubhena yatnena shubhabhyam shubhabhyasam ut ahareto. So with your Shubha Purushartha Prayatna, become habitually a doer of the Shubha Karma throughout the life. So your own Shubha Karma is going with you. So I have done the Papa, that is gone away. I have not done the Punya, that is also gone away. And somebody you are waiting for doing Punya for you, that also is not required. So you have done your own Punya, that will guide you. Therefore, live the life of Dharma, live the life of Punya, live the life of Bhakti, live the life of Jnana. Why are you living the other lives? Na Jnana, na Bhakti, na Dharma, na Punya, केवल अधर्म और पाप. कौन तेरे को ऐसा एजुकेशन दे रहा है? Who is giving you that misguidance? Don't listen from them. Don't listen to anybody. Listen on to the gurus and shastras. इतना अकल तो आना चाहिए by now ना. Who is the right authority of knowledge? Whom we have to seek the knowledge from? We are just getting lost in the misguidance of the world and worldly people, in which running for the artha and kama, we are only doing adharma and papa. Therefore, we are suffering here and hereafter and forever. This is the essence. Tasmat shubhena yatnena shubhabhyasam ut aharet. Ut aharet means overwhelmingly increase. What? The shubhabhyasa. How? Shubhena yatnena. You have the Purushartha Samarthya. That's why you are doing adharma and papa. बिना ताकत का, बिना अकल का कोई पाप तो नहीं करेगा ना, अधर्म तो नहीं करेगा. तो you have all of that. What? The abilities and strengths. Why don't you use them to do the proper positive Shubha Karma? So the crux of today's learning is every day we are involved in doing कुछ ना कुछ शुभ कर्म, पुण्य कर्म, धर्म कर्म, उपासना कर्म. 24 घंटे रमते रहो उसमें. So that our future after leaving the body is assured of higher and greater world. That is keeping in Rama's question in mind the answer. Also, the traveling of this Raja Viduratha as well as he himself is going to be Padma. This is at the second level of knowledge. The higher level knowledge is what? Which is going to be told, which is in between told to tell, which alone this whole text is there. What is it? Forget our punya and papa, sarvadharman parityajya, Just to do the Tattva Jnana Chintana, realize Brahman, then there is no death, there is no next life, there is no doubt or question about will I go to Swarga or Naraka, I will get a good healthy body or disease. ये सारा झमेला ही नहीं रहेगा, न रहेगा बास न बजेगी बास. That is the ultimate उपदेश. So Vasishtha is going to say that in the next loka. We will see that. Now this much is understood. Tasmat conclusion is Shubhena Yatnena Shubha Abhyasam Ud Aharit. By your continuous conscious, positively well planned efforts, the Shubha Abhyas करते हुए that Shubha कर्म का ही तुम अपने जीवन में अधिकता करो. To increase that one. After that, now Sri Ramama asks the question. Okay, about the entire Srushti also. Very interesting question and answer. While we'll study the question, we'll give you the answer in summary में. Tomorrow we'll study exhaustively. Sri Rama Vacha Desha Kaladina Brahmana Vasana Samudeti Chet Tat Mahakalpa Sargadau Desha Kaladayah Kutaha Karane Samudetidam Taistada Sahakarivihi Sahakari Karananam Abhave Vasana Kutaha. Good question. What is it? कि हे ब्रह्मन, ओ लॉर्ड, रामा इज अड्रेसिंग वशिष्ठ जी, कि देश काल आदिना वासना सम्यक उदेति चेत. So what's going to result depends on the vasana, and that vasana depends on the karma done depending on different desha kala and vastu kriya. So desha kala dravya kriya. These are the four ones which are the hetu for the creation of bhavana and vasana, which is going to decide the future creation. If that is the case, then Mahakalpa Sargadau, when the Mahakalpa happened, when everything merges in that Mula Prakriti, at that time, as said in other Shastras, and I have heard you told, Desha Kala Dayaha Kutaha. So no Desha, no Kala, no Dravya, no Kriya possible. So these four are the kriya karanas. Therefore, karane samudetidam taistaida sahakarivihi. Therefore, these are the four karanas. When employed, the karya called as vasana or bhavana, causing the creation will happen. Now, sahakari karananam abhave. When desha kala dravya kriya they are not there at all, then how come that vasana or bhavana is created? Then how come the next creation will be created, whether it is at the individual level or total level? है ना? क्योंकि in that महाप्रलय संपत्ति or महाकल्प सर्गादौ nothing remains. When nothing remains, karana is not there. When the karana is not there, where is the karya? बताओ. You know, to this Vasishtha ji gives answer as if patting Rama, "Are putar, you are so wise." That is what I wanted to tell to you and everybody, that there are no karanas and there is no karya. There is no karana and no karya. Oh Lord, then what am I seeing? Are mere pyare, you are seeing Brahman only. What is there is always Brahman. There is no karana, there is no karya. You तुम वही पहुंच गए हो जहां मैं तुम्हें पहुंचाना चाहता हूं. Then Vasishtha will say, in thousands of slokas with hundreds of examples, I have plenty of things to convey to you in future. Means आने वाले सर्गों में और प्रकरणों में फिलहाल तो what the story going on, let us focus on that. In that way, he will guide that portion. We'll study tomorrow. Sri Vasishtha Vacha, Evam etad Mahabaho, Evam etad means so be it. That is what it is. Satyatman na kadachana. What you said is 100% right. That is none of the Deshakala, Dravya Kriya that are there as cause for the creation to happen. Therefore, Mahapralaya Sargado, Deshakalo na kauchana. Therefore, Sahakari Karanana Mabhave Sati, Drushyati hina yamasti, nacha utpanna, nacha spurati kadatana, kachana. Therefore, there is no Drushya of its Purana, of its Nirmana. None of them are there. What is there alone is only Brahman always. सवाल के लिए जवाब है, लेकिन सत्य कुछ अलग ही है. You have asked the question, so accordingly I have to give the answer to satisfy you. But answer is not the final thing. Answer is answer to the question only. Final thing is something else. Something is what? Everywhere, every time, what is there is Brahman. Then what am I seeing? This entire world, the cosmos, the suns and moons and stars and trees and planets and plants and human beings, all of that is, you are seeing Brahman and calling it as something else. सर्वम ही एतद् ब्रह्म, उसको कहते हैं दृष्टिम ज्ञानमयं कृत्वा पश्येद ब्रह्ममयं जगत. दिस कॉल्ड ब्रह्म ज्ञान. ब्रह्म ज्ञान इज एवरीथिंग इज ब्रह्म. Still everything is going on, yet nothing is going on. There is nothing other than Brahman. This thing to catch, you have to have that intuitive intellect. Ordinary intellect will always question, क्योंकि वो satisfy नहीं होता इस आंसर से, बिकॉज उसको वही आंसर सेटिस्फाई होता है जो ऑलरेडी उसको लौकिक जगत में मिल रहा था. So the intellect wants that answer like that of the worldly for his satisfaction. But this knowledge is not intellectual that way, only intuitive intellect, a subtle intellect. Gain that subtlety only, all that purity we need to develop and this study. Then one day it just clicks, yeah, it's understood. What am I saying is Brahman. उसका कुछ करना नहीं होता. There's nothing to do or nothing, nowhere to go. You just realize everything is Brahman. The moment that's done, it is like when you wake up from dream. What you have to do to solve the dream problems? From the dream when you wake up, what do you have to do to clear the loans of the dream? बैंक लोन का हो, पड़ोसी की लोन का हो, है ना? What you have to do when you wake up from the dream to pay the hospital bill, etc. क्या करते हो? You do nothing because it was unreal. This is real. So to when you awaken to reality, there is nothing to be done or achieved. Is knowing itself is liberation. Thank you. Tomorrow will continue. Wonderful text it is. ओम पूर्णमदः बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय, सब संतन की जय, आप सबको जय. धन्यवाद.